Good evening, class. This is Suhela. I'm performing session 3, informative speech. In my speech, I'm going to be bringing out the points of the importance of positive words to build a healthy minds in children and the impact in their life, personally, socially, and academically. It is often seen how little children at the young ages are facing insecurities of lack of confidence and how they're affecting their social behavior, how they're affecting their self-esteem and performance at school, at home, and in society. Karen Stephen says in her article, careful choice of words protects self-esteem, that the verbal and not verbal tone at home, childcare, and school has a direct impact on how well a child regards to himself or herself. Working with children between 4 and 5 years old, myself have given the opportunity to witness the interaction between parent and children, and you can really see a child how it's affected by their interaction with their parents. A child that is positively encourages at home or is praised by their parents or gains self-confidence and they can perform well in school. They socialize with others, they can socialize with adults because they feel secure. Those other children that perhaps don't have that same interaction with their parents, and parents don't say much or are not encouraging, lack of self-confidence or have a low self-esteem. I look in the Webster dictionary, the meaning of self-esteem, Merriam-Webster dictionary, and it says that self-esteem is a feeling of satisfaction that someone has in himself or herself and on his own abilities, having respect for yourself and your abilities. In other words, if you have a good self-esteem, you're going to perform good, you're going to believe in yourself, and you're going to have confidence in what you can do. If you have a low self-esteem, then you're not going to be performing in the right way. A low self-esteem puts a child in a risk of unsuccessful life. Jordana Manbusher tells Sympathiatrists for Parents that at the middle years of childhood, around the ages 5 to 12, a child needs to develop a positive sense of self to do well in the world and outside the family, which it means that is at the young age the child minds are start developing and positive encouragement is the most for their success. She also said that every 9 seconds a child is a dropout in school, which is very scary hearing that statistic. This is concerning the children minds are not completely formed at young ages, and everything around them will impact their development and their growth. Why is it important to speak positive to the child? Well, it will bring confidence, it will be security, and it will make them feel good about themselves. In my classroom, I try my best to always encourage a child to to perform their work, to believe in themselves, and they might come and say, "No, I can't do it. No, I don't know how to do it." But every single line that they draw on that paper makes me tell them that that's it, you're doing it. So they start gaining that confidence. Be positive even when you don't see that they're doing the right thing, but you just encourage them all the time with positive words and praising them for everything they do. Even if it's a small thing, if even it's a small step, but it's something, they need to have that confidence in themselves. They need to know that somebody's believing in them. This will cause them to be mentally and emotionally strong, and will cause them to be successful in life. In the journal Child Psychiatric and Human Development by Moskowski, Paul, Bakalo, Marcia Cotter, Katie Evans, and Carly state that parenting is associated with both depression and self-esteem. In other words, it is up to the parents how they're going to raise their children, if they want them to be confident and not depressive children, or if they want to apport to that depression. There is not such thing as a perfect parenting. It's never been. There's not a book that let us know how to parent, but there are many websites, there's are many blogs and many magazines or books that will give us the ideas, and it will give us the samples or the strategies of how to be a good parent. Parents are not the only ones responsible for a child's development. Every adult around a child is responsible. Teachers, church organizations, schools, the whole school system, or family members are responsible of a child development. As a teacher myself, I spend or try to spend as much as I can time with my children, and I try to encourage them in everything they do, and I try to make them feel good about it. I made a habit of a daily positive word or passive encouragement, making them believe in themselves by me believing in them first, so they can get that confidence in themselves. I encourage them with positive words. And is it enough in school? They might not get in everything in school, but if they get something, even if it's at school, the little bit of time that they're with me, then that's progress. That is something that they're gonna impact their lives, and if we continue practicing, they're gonna be touched. When you give respect and positive feedback to a child, you earn their trust and their confidence, and they start believing in themselves. They start believing that there's somebody that cares about them. When you give respect, you gain respect. In the website Responsive Classroom, in the article One Positive Behavior, Use Positive Language, give an example of a teacher using a wrong tone of voice and words towards a child. And the response wasn't a very positive one. Springer Mary Lee says in her book that all interactions in the children's life shapes their personal identity, social roles, and affiliation networks. And also through these interactions, children acquire the skills and the capacity for adaptation and growth towards adulthood, as stated on her book. The developing brain, building language, reading, physical, social, and cognitive skills from birth to age 8 by Mary Lee Springer. Now more than ever, we're seeing more cases of children with low self-esteem in adolescents and young adults, which it can be simply prevented by using positive words and encouraging them. I would like to conclude simply by exhorting every adult to practice praising a child close to you, a child that passed by you, a child that you work with. Just praise them and use positive words. Encourage them with a positive word that perhaps they don't hear many often. Using positive words will build a better world. Words can impact lives. We all like to hear them. We all like to be praised and be talked with kindness and respect and encouraging words from another adults or people around you. If we as adults like that and enjoy to be praised and work positively, how more a child will love that? Positive words can contribute to a stronger, emotionally well-built human being, causing academic success, better work performance, develop well social emotional skills, and strong self-esteem. This is all for me, and thank you so much for listening to me and be patient to me, and I'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Thanks.